This is a driver's education vlog. My name is Myles. We're going to talk about what beginning drivers need to do. This is for adults and teens. So we're in the vehicle. We just finished teaching to adults. I'll talk about that. I'll give you some perspectives, give you some tips, and if you have questions, this is the time to ask. So when you're in your car, you want to make sure your center mirror is adjusted so you can see everything out of your back window. You want to adjust your side mirror. So you can see everything on the side. We see a little bit of the door handle, your right mirror. We're also driving in North America. So our steering wheel is on the left, we drive on the right. We're losing daylight, so for a lot of you, this is going to be really educational. And if you're learning how to drive, driving at night or evening, you'll be terrified because you haven't learned to see at night. So I'm going to take you through the process, and then we're going to go from here. All right, we're going to put our foot under the brake and put it in drive. I'm going to switch angles. And I'm in a U-shaped driveway at a college, colleges or high schools or malls, and also it's a full moon, so people lose their mind. Colleges or malls are a great place to learn how to drive because they're round circular driveways and it can take you around in a loop. And then I got to yield. And then we're going to take a different route. I'm going to get you on the main thoroughfare. So when you're driving at night, it takes a few minutes for your eyes to adjust. Remember, if you have questions, put those in. I'm very social. I want you to learn. We're going to go around to the left. And then usually I would drive around the college a couple of times. But for all of you, I'm going to take you through the process. This car is about 7 years old, so the headlights are a little bit old and a little bit dim. So what you want to do is make sure the car you're driving has good, crispy lights. I'm deliberately going to take you the long way through some neighborhoods and then get you out on the main thoroughfare. If you were driving, I would take you through this route. We have double yellow, and then we have a yellow line to the right. So we want to stay in between both lines. Thank you for the thumbs up, really appreciate it. And hopefully we can get 14 thumbs up or more. So the evenings are pretty chilled, but it's going to take you a moment to feel comfortable. And it's my job as your teacher to help you, okay? Now we can do two things. We can go straight on this road, or we can turn at the light. So what I'm going to do is make a right turn at the light and take you through some neighborhoods. You'll see a line, and then we're going to have to get over to the right just before the light. And right is up. Thank you for the thumbs up, appreciate that. And we're going to get over to the right. You'll see the stop line. We stop here. We can turn on red, but we have to look. There's no sign. It's clear. You have to stop first. And then we're going to make our turn. And I'm using the yellow line to help me. So just like the video that I'm creating is in 4K, you'll be able to see the pavement markings light up. You'll be able to see the edge line to the right. So for you as a beginner, this is all you're really going to see because you haven't learned to drive at night yet. It's like playing a video game with a really low-powered video card. If you have a high-powered video card, it will, like that car doesn't stop. Your video card will process everything faster. Like now, I'm momentarily blinded. So I kind of drifted to the right, but then I'm okay. So everything you're seeing is recorded in real time. Okay? So I'm looking ahead, scanning the intersection. And I really want you to pay attention to this because it is a little hard to see. You're going to use the curb to help you. You're going to use the yellow line to help you, but don't stare at them. It is 8:47 Eastern Standard Time. School is out, but you really have to be careful because people are running and jogging, and also it's a full moon. Oh, so you really got to be careful. I'm howling because wolves howl at the moon. I'm silly. So at the light, we're going to make a right turn. But we don't know how far the light is away. So you want to maintain good speed. You've got to learn to look ahead. And We use our eyes to process. Our brain is processing this information. I'm maintaining good speed and good position. And I still can't turn to the right because the lane has not got wide enough. Now I'm getting over to the right. You should see the lines. And this lane is for right turns only. And you'll see only. And then we're going to go up to the stop line and stop. You're watching this because you want to learn how to drive. You're watching this because you want to learn how to pass your test. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults. I teach teens. My name is Myles, and you're going to learn how to drive tonight. I'm happy because I'm doing something very passionate about. Okay, let's make our right turn. And then in this case, we're going to get over to the left because we need to make a left-hand turnaround. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. My goal is to get 14 thumbs up. That's my goal. I'm going to go in slow. This is called a J turn. And I'm going to go all the way to the right. I have to stop. You'll see the stop line. And now I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm looking to the left. No cars are coming, but I have to look to the right. And I'm waiting for a gap. A gap is the space. Cars are coming. I don't have the room. I wait till it's clear. There's a gap coming. I'm looking. Here I go. And then I go over to the right and accelerate through the turn. That's what you need to do. Now I'm going to show you something. There's a Jeep ahead of us. They don't have on their lights. And you're just going to see tail lights in the dark. You see the one blinker that's on? They don't have their lights on. I'm maintaining speed. That car is the most dangerous car. You just see a car that is traveling in the dark. You'll see this Jeep to the right. See it? And then it's dark again. They don't have lights on. This is an elderly person driving. This is a teachable moment. They don't have lights on. What is going on? So I'm going to maintain good speed. I promise I will get one. You're going to see this. I'm going to turn on my blinker and I'm going to fit in between these two cars. I just did that. But I'm on my brakes real easy. I didn't cut off the car behind me, but I used my blinker. That's what you're going to learn. And now we're going to see the rear of the tires on the ground. If it's kind of quiet and eerie and peaceful, it's because it is. This is nighttime driving. You can see how the lights smear back and forth. It's hard to see. And if you have an eyeglass, if your eyeglass wearer, it's going to be even worse. All right, I have to make a right turn at the second light. And I'm squeezing my brake. And I'm going to go in slow. I'm waiting for them. And I look to the left. And then I'm going to go in the first lane. Beginning driver or older driver. I'm going to get over one lane. I'm going to get to the middle lane. Okay, good. Now we can see. I want you to see everything. And what you don't see is just as important as what you do see. We're going to go up to the stop line. And then we're going to proceed. You see all these lights blending together? This is what it's like when you drive at night. Our windshield is about 80%. It's not super clean, but it's clean enough for us as a beginner. And right now, this is where it gets scary for beginners. It's hard to see. How far are we from the car? How close are we from the car? What happens if someone cuts us off? There's so many what ifs. I want you to focus on good speed control. I want you to focus on staying smooth. And if it looks like cars are going slow, they're going a little bit slow. That's okay. We're not in a hurry. Taking my time. I see the brake lights on, covering my brake. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. Good. You'll see people use blinkers. You'll see people not use blinkers. That's an H3 Hummer up there, electric vehicle. It's up higher, got a lot of torque, got a lot of power. They use their blinker, kind of a short, quick lane change. Kind of dangerous for us as a beginner. And you notice I can't see around them. So I'm going to increase my following distance. I'm not going to trust them to keep me safe. You have to trust yourself, because we don't want to rely on someone else to protect us. We want to rely on ourselves. So I'm driving for me, not them. So I'm going to get over one lane to the right. Now I can see. Do you understand? We don't want to be near big, bulky cars or vehicles or trucks. If this is bringing you value and you're learning something, give us a thumbs up. My goal is to get 14 thumbs up. We want to push this out to people who really want to learn. If you don't want to learn how to drive, then maybe you're on the wrong channel. So I'm keeping my space. I'm taking my time, and I'm adjusting. This is almost like adaptive driving, but I don't have a computer. Our brain is the computer. I'm lifting my foot more, and you'll see me adjusting. And now I'm going to gas a little bit more. Now, squeezing my brakes. And this is the next problem with beginners. They tend to tailgate. And I want to keep space. And beginning drivers either stop too late or too early, or they don't stop at all. I had an adult tonight that almost rear-ended a car. You're probably saying, how do you deal with this? Prayers. I'm a people person. And if you've been watching my channel, I go live 3 times a day, 4 times a day to show you. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. I'm keeping my space. I'm not tailgating. They're kind of tailgating a little bit. I'm keeping my space. And now I'm going to squeeze a little bit with the ball of my foot. We're at about 45. The speed limit is 50. It's fine. Most cars are about 45 to 50. And I'm squeezing my brakes. Again, I'm not trusting this car ahead of us to keep us safe. I want to keep myself safe. And if you rear end someone, you will be at fault. If you see my following distance, I have a greater following distance than the car to the left and the car to the right. And this car to this truck to the right, this Ford Bronco, is a dealer. So this is a leased vehicle, and a lot of these salesmen or saleswomen can take vehicles home for the evening. And that's a $90,000. It might be $105,000 now because of the Donald Trump tariffs. And those tariffs are still in effect. Me as an independent businessman, this affects my bottom line. My insurance, my gas, my computer, my driving education simulator. We're going to need a 5090 video card. We just went to Micro Center. They are none there. All video cards are gone except for a 3050. I already have a 4070 Ti. Why would I go backwards? So those Trump tariffs are hurting the small businessman. And I don't care what you say, it's hurting the bottom line. Some people are like, it's good, it's good. Sure. What is he doing? China is not going to back down. But let me pump my brakes. This is about driver's education. This is an American car, but some of these parts are made in Canada, Mexico, and China. Okay? We need to teach our young adults how to be self-sufficient and independent. I'm an American. I love America. My cousin is in the Army. I have members in my family who are police officers. They're first responders. I'm an educator, so I take pride in what I do. So I'm going to keep my speed and space. I'm not going to tailgate. You can see cars drifting to the left, drifting to the right. We're starting to pick up a little bit. This is good. I don't need to cut over. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just going to take my time. And now I'm going to get over one lane to the right. I'm going to show you some lane changes. I'm going to accelerate through my turn. They're kind of in the middle of two lanes. What are they doing? So this confused me. And they're tailgating the Tesla. I like those, but I'm scared to get one because of the value. And people could break into my car and spray paint it. I want the Ford Mach-E Mustang for driver's education, but the range. Okay? We love American-made products. I love all products. Okay? Why are we hating? And I want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. And if you're getting a lot of excess light, it's because the light is very bright. Some cars, it reflects off the ground. And like I said, this car is about 5 or 6 years old. The headlights are not as bright. And that's the thing when teaching someone how to drive. If you have an older car, they cannot see. And then depending where you are in the world, I'm in the Midwest. Sometimes they have very well-lit roads, sometimes they don't. And if you're watching this from another country like Myles, we don't have street lights. And it's a full moon, so you know people are going to be acting crazy and out of pocket. I'm going to get over one more lane to the left. You see how smooth I am, right? Don't overturn the wheel. Hey, let's talk about this. I'm in the left lane. I'm in America. We drive on the right side of the road. I know I'm in the left lane because the yellow line is to my left side. If the yellow line is to my right side, I'm going the wrong way and I'm about to crash. Please remember this. You're probably saying, who would drive on the wrong side of the road? A lot of people. They get confused, wrong way drivers. And then once I pass this light, then I'm going to get over. Don't make lane changes in the middle of the intersection. I think this is a little Fiat. Not sure. But it scared me when I went to Micro Center to look for that 5090 video card. They're all gone. And I've never seen this in my life. The computer video card case was empty. There's our Ford dealership. There's Fords. But those parts are still made by Canada and Mexico. I feel sorry if you got to buy a new car. Used car prices are going up too, so it screws the consumer. I'm just waiting here. They ran the light. Now I'm going to go all the way over to the right. Then we're going to make a right turn and go into this convenience store. I'm going to talk to you a few minutes, give you some tips, best practice. We're going to analyze what we learned. I see the car backing up. I'm just going to wait. Okay. And then we're going to pull in, have a conversation. And then I'm going to turn on my blinker. And I'm going to turn in and park. There's a lot of moving parts if you want to learn how to drive. You got to have a good coach. You got to get your TIP. Your TIP is your temporary instruction permit. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. You have to be patient. You can't learn all of this in 1 week or 3 days. It takes 10 years for the average beginner driver. If you're 27 watching this, that's 37. If you're 24 watching this, that's 34. If you're 17 watching this, that's 27. I know you don't want to hear that, but I'm going to tell you the truth. You really don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you the truth because no one else is. Okay? You can't learn to drive in 9 lessons or go through a dual carriageway or a roundabout. You're going to have to drive at night, in the rain, in the snow, in the fog, rush hour Metro Detroit traffic, rush hour Houston, Texas traffic, rush hour London, Ontario traffic, rush hour Toronto traffic. Hey, Drake lives in Toronto, right? Right? I've been on the 401. If you've been on the 401 and you know what that is, give us a thumbs up. I took the 401 all the way through to Niagara Falls, New York. We've been all the way to Des Moines, Iowa, Houston, Texas. I have videos on that. I just got to get them and edit them and get them out there. You got to have a job. A lot of you want to drive, but I don't have the money to get my license. I don't have money for insurance. I don't have money for a car. I don't have money for gas. Well, I guess you're going to be sitting there. You're 19. You're 21. You're 23. Your mom and dad is like, you're 23 years old. Are you going to get a job? You keep holding your hand out for money. You have to work. And the one thing you see me do, you see me put gas in this car. We just spent $50. And I drive 10 hours tomorrow. And this gas will be gone. This is why I have an LLC. It costs anywhere from $50 to $75 every 3 or 4 days. I have to work. I'm an educator. I do driver's ed. I'm taking you through this journey so you can say, oh, he's a driving instructor. He's going to take me through the whole process. And for parents, if your son or daughter fits this, they're just lying at home in your basement or lying upstairs playing video games, you better take that game and tell them you need to get a job because you keep using our car. You have to work. You can go online and work. I have 2 resumes, one for education, one for social media. Driver's ed on Indeed. This is not some ad for Indeed. I'm just telling you, you have to have more than one gig or opportunity. Thank you, Dad. My dad was an electrician. He worked for Ford, an electrician. As a young child, I saw him go to the electric store, buy electrical outlets and cables and set his stuff up in the house and in the garage and put it in his trunk and then go to residential places, putting up lights. I didn't appreciate my dad. He was trying to make me a young man before I was ready. I could have had my journeyman's license and been an electrician and an educator and a teacher, generational wealth. But I was stupid. Dad, I love you. So a lot of you don't appreciate your parents. And I get it. You don't appreciate them till they're dead and gone, oh, I miss Dad. I miss Mom. But when they were here, you cussed them out. You lied to them. You used them. And now you're going to be hurting the rest of your life. You're probably saying, I thought this was driver's ed. It's bigger than driver's ed. Because you have to have insurance when you drive. You have to have gas. You got to do maintenance on your car. And a lot of you just want to put the car and drive and go. But you don't know how to service your vehicle. Put gas in. Get the oil changed. If you don't have a job, then you can't drive. And the people I talk to when I'm on live, they're learning, I got a job now. Good. Stack up your money. I want a new driver's ed vehicle, a Ford Mach-E or a Tesla. Got to stack up my money. You know who I'm talking to, MM4. You want to stay where you are? You have to work. The gravy train is up. We just turned our taxes in. We're probably going to owe over $25K. Independent entrepreneur. Yes, we deducted much, but you still owe. Well, I worked a little bit. You made less than $20,000. That's nothing, bro. I'm spending that in probably 3 years of gas. And I'm trying to motivate all of you to work and to learn how to drive. In this journey, you're going to learn how to drive. You're going to appreciate it. And a lot of you, you're just talking. I don't see you driving. I don't see you working. Oh, I learned how to drive 20 years ago. That's 20 years ago. We're talking about now in 2025, where a lot of adults and teens have anxiety. They don't want to work. There's a group of people that 17 to 37 years old, they're lost. What do you mean? They're lost because they don't have a purpose. You got to find your purpose. I found my purpose to teach, to educate, to teach driver's ed. And it's very fulfilling. And I want to help you understand your goal to learn how to drive. You need to look at all of these videos. You need to leave comments. And if you're really serious, you'll click the link in my bio and you'll go to the Stand Store, which we partner with. We have about 5 digital products. How to drive or induce anxiety, how to pass your road test. And if you want to book a coaching call with me, you can set that up too. I think it's working. We've had about 4 or 5 coaching calls and we've sold about 20 digital products. I'm here to help you learn how to drive. You need to take advantage of this resource. You need to book a coaching call and you need to order some digital products. Look at my videos. I will be going live tomorrow about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye.